Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Smash the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Oh my goodness, I bit my lip. Oh, okay, y'all just gonna have to bear with me. This is real life. But I wanted to come on today. First off, thank you guys so much for 17,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, watch some of my previous videos, watch some of my playlists. That way you can get caught up to our journey. However, please understand, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a guru, and I really don't want to be. I really framed my channel, excuse me guys, I hit the mic, around the perspective of a regular average investor, somebody who's working really hard, like The Millionaire Next Door. You guys ever read that book? It's a fantastic book. I suggest all of you read it. I think the audiobook is available on YouTube for free. You can listen to it while you're in the car, while you're cleaning, while you're cooking. A really good book I think everyone should have, but really showing the perspective of just a regular investor. I share the accounts, I share the journey, I'm very consistent. Why? Because I think if you can have the perspective of somebody actually in the trenches with you, budgeting, saving, paying off debt, investing every paycheck, I think it's motivating, and I find it motivating. So because I'm a visual learner, right, it helps to see like, oh my goodness, she's actually investing, she's showing her real numbers, she's actually really doing this versus making like clickbait, right? She's actually doing this because this is money we worked hard for. I mean, we struggle, we save, we deal with crazy people at the job. We are working hard for our money, so we want to make sure we're doing right by our money. So that's what my channel is about. Also guys, beware of fake Facebook pages, fake Instagram pages. I try to get them down, but the more people that report, the better. That's just how Facebook and Instagram work. So I have one Facebook page, follow me down below, and I really have that page to like really call out the fake pages and to get you guys to help me to report them. So follow me over there if you want to help me report those. I do appreciate you guys so much. In the comments, WhatsApp, all of that, I will never ask you for money, offer to trade stocks or crypto on any platform. Actually, you got to do that yourself because the account is always in your name, right? It's kind of crazy, but don't fall for these. When in doubt, send me an email, mommytradertube@gmail.com. It's always down below. Let's talk about net worth today, right? Net worth is a very important metric. However, it is not the end all be all. I don't want you over there measuring or equating your self-worth or the value of who you are to your net worth. At the end of the day, this is money, and money is a tool. It is not you. It is not a person. Your value is always much more important than the dollar, okay? So I want to make sure I'm starting off with that because a lot of people get that confused. They will see someone else's net worth, they will look at statistics or charts, and they will automatically start to feel down about it. And I want you to keep this in the proper perspective because remember, money is 90% psychology. If you have not read The Psychology of Money, you should be doing that. Also, the free audio for that is available on YouTube. You can listen to it for free, okay? So again, get the psychology aspect down. You want to take the golden nuggets of what they're saying. If they're telling you you need to be managing your money better, if you need to be investing and paying yourself first, those are all things you can take away from whoever you're watching or whatever you're reading or listening to and apply it to your situation. You should always be paying yourself first. If you are not, you should be starting, okay? But before I get to our net worth, I want to share this article that I really found. I really do love cliplinger.com. If you have not, great website. I'll have the link to this article down below. But the average net worth. How often do you track your net worth? Do you track your net worth every month? Do you track your net worth, let's say every quarter, once a year? However often you track your net worth, you should be tracking your net worth, okay? It is a very important metric. A lot of people don't like talking about money. A lot of people will tell themselves, oh, it don't matter. Again, it's not the end all be all, like you should never put your value to your net worth, but you need to know what it is, okay? Your net worth will tell you how you're doing financially. It'll tell you what your credit score is because you should be adding your credit score and your net worth. What is your credit score? It's something on your credit that you didn't know was there. It forces you to face the fact that, where am I? Am I Am I doing okay? Am I a little bit behind? What do I need to work on? Do I need to get rid of some of these debts? Do I need to stop spending money and do a no spend month altogether? Very, very important metric that everybody should be tracking. I have trackers for net worth. I have an investing workbook. I have a lot of things that I created that is on my website, mt1finance.com, that you can go and download. You can use it in a planner. You can print it out and write on it if you want. Information is always down below in the description box, okay? But you really need to know your net worth, right? If you talk to anybody who has achieved financial freedom, retired early, maybe retired traditionally, if you talk to the janitors that you come across, those articles like the janitor, saved up $1 million, or the secretary, they'll tell you they track their net worth. They know their assets. Assets are things of value, what you own, right? Cash, savings, investments, retirements. Do you have CDs? Do you have bonds? Do you have a home? Do you have a car value? Those are some things that are assets. Now, what about your liabilities, right? This goes into net worth as well. These are things that you owe, right? Who are you writing out checks to every month, right? Who are you paying online every month when you get paid? The mortgage company, the car dealership. Maybe you have student loans, credit card payments, payday loans, 401k loans. Like, you borrowed against your retirement. Those are considered liabilities. And when you subtract your liabilities from your assets, you have your net worth. Now, whenever I look at these articles, I'm always looking at the median numbers, right? Because I think the median is a more realistic figure versus average, because it's just taking everybody's number and just dividing it, right? But I think the great thing about the median is it's just like taking in other factors, like where people live, how did they come across their net worth, like were they inherited it, was it like a bunch of it in like company stock, whatever it is. So I like median better because it's more accurate. But I love that this article give like both of them right here, a really great easy read. I'm going to make sure I link this down below. Go and take a look at it, and that way you can kind of watch it, see where you fall into play. Okay, so if you look at your 20s, right, if you're age 20 to 24, like you're young, you're just getting started, the median net worth is $10,800. Okay, don't even look at the average, you block that out. Okay, between 25 and 29, it's about $30,000 a year. So you're just getting started in your job, or you're kind of graduated college, you're just kind of entry level. You're probably trying to pay off your student loans. You're trying to get your foot kind of settled in the world. It's okay. You don't need to come out the womb with $1 million net worth and you're 21 years old. And let me just tell you guys, some people don't even start at 30. Look, I started at 30. I'll be 40 this year. This is 10 years on this journey. So I'm telling you guys, you don't have to spaz out because you're not a millionaire at 22 years old. Most people are not, including your sister. All right, coming down to age 30 right here, you can see that the median net worth, if you are between 30 and 34, is about $89,800. If you come down here, this is where I fall into, ages 35 to 39. I'm 39 years old, so I'm at the top of this, is $141,200. Now, this is interesting because most people in their 30s are kind of getting settled in their careers. Maybe you're getting married or starting your family. In your 30s is when you usually buy your first home, maybe your first like new to you car, like for real, for real. And so your 30s is where you can kind of pick up a lot of steam, right? You have a lot of time on your side. And I really do like, the fact that we started at 30 and we just kind of made it work, right? Salary negotiations. Maybe you have to change career fields, negotiate a bonus or a raise for yourself. Feel like you deserve it. Keep your own receipts, keep track record of your achievements at the job so you can go and ask for the higher, paying job, or maybe you want to switch jobs altogether. If you get a bonus like we did, we used the bonus to start paying off the debt. Then we started to invest. Then we started to put a down payment on a home. And those are some of the things we did to kind of catch up so quick in 10 years to get where we are today. But this is the 30s age range. If you come down to the 40s, this is where you make the most money in your life. It's your 40s and maybe early 50s, right? You're really settled into your job. Maybe you're getting into like a management or supervising position. You can see right here, ages, let me come down here, it's not letting me highlight it. Okay, well, you see it right there. Median net worth between 40 and 44 is 134,000 and some change. If you come to age 45 to 49, it's about $212,000. So again, like I mentioned, this is where you're making the most money, so you can really make whoopee while it shines. Now, if you have children, you had children in your 30s, They're going to cost more money in your 40s. I have a daughter who will be 18. Trust me, they cost more money as they grow. But I love being a mom. And, you know, it's just if you manage your money correctly, it can be a really, really, I think, enjoyable time. I love watching my kids grow up. Now, let's come to the 50s, right? You're starting to think about retirement. This is where you're going to see your portfolio, your investments, your net worth really kind of fly. So the median net worth for ages 50 to 54 is about $272,800. If you come down to the median here, it's about $320,700. And again, you can really kind of start making whoopee, like start maxing out everything that you can, because like I said, you're going to be starting to think about your retirement, your future, like what you want it to look like, because you want to make sure you're not just dependent on Social Security, even if it's still around. Maybe you won't get a whole lot of it. So if you're getting like $1,500 a month in Social Security, you know that's not going to be enough to even pay the taxes on a home that you have paid off, right? So we want to make sure that we are being proactive. And then in our 60s, you can see the median net worth here is about $394,000, and between 65 and 69, about $394,000, because this is where you're going to start to withdraw, live on some of the fruits of your labor, right? And so your net worth may not jump up so much, but this is where you start to take a breather, right? This is where you start to enjoy some of the sacrifices that you made through your life. And then you got 70 plus right here, and again, you're going to start to see your net worth go down because you're living on these things. Now you're going to have medical expenses. You may want to help out your grandkids with their wedding or buying a house with their down payment. You want to help them out, so you're going to start to see a net worth depreciate. But again, this is what it's for, right? As you get older, you're heading towards, you know, the end of your life, you're going to start to think about estate planning. Everybody should have a will and life insurance, term life insurance. But you may want to, you know, use some of your wealth to help your grandkids, maybe set up trusts for your grandbabies, your great grandbabies, so that they can have some money in their future, and you teach them as well. So this is a great article. I really love how simple it was. It's an easy read. Again, I'll have the link down below so that you guys can go and check it out as well. But let's bring up our net worth right here. So again, this is a great spreadsheet tracking your net worth. Now, I did not buy this. I bought this from a wonderful friend. I'll try to put the link down below, but she did a great job with this, and I figured instead of me trying to make an advanced one, I'll just support someone else. But I do have a basic version of this on my website, but because we have a lot going on with our finances, I needed something that was a little bit more, you know, like analytical. But I'll just show you the basic part of this spreadsheet, because I want to make sure that I just share with you what, you know, what our net worth is, and, you know, close this video out so it's not too long. So you can see right here, our net worth is $1,581,758 and no cents. Sometimes it ends up like that. So you can see our goal right here. Our first goal is $3 million. So whenever you hear me say retire early or retirement, this is the first number we're thinking of, $3 million. Okay, so we have a remaining $1,418,242 left, or we are 53% of the way there. If I come down here, you can see some of the extra detail. Move my face over right here. So you can see I have January here, but I hit the other columns because it'll be like a wide page, and I'm trying to zoom in. So I went from January to October, November, and December. Okay, so you're talking about our net worth as of January 2024. Okay, and I share our net worth once a quarter on the channel, though I track it privately every month. So you can see the cash ending in December was, let's see, $53,752. This is a lot, but it's our emergency fund, our sinking funds. We have a rental savings fund, because if you have rental properties, you definitely need to have a savings account for your properties, because things go wrong and you want to make sure that, you know, you're covered and you're not, you know, caught out there with no help, no assistance for yourself. Then we have our taxable accounts right here. This was interesting because on January of 2023 is about $125,000, and look where it grew to at the end of December, $171,000. It's a little higher now because the market did go up a little bit at the beginning of January. It's kind of like sideways now, like it fell, then it came back up, so it's kind of trending sideways. But $171,000 in taxable accounts. This is good for like our bridge accounts, like early retirement. So bridge accounts are accounts that take you from the age when you want to retire early, so let's say 40 years old, to the traditional age where you can start to take from your 401k, right? Because again, you have to have a strategy. If you are trying to retire early, you cannot access a 401k, right? So if you're getting dividends in a 401k, you cannot touch that money, right? Unless you get, slapped with a penalty. Now there's like stipulations where you can touch it, like if you get sick. But for the regular person, you cannot touch a 401k. So I like the taxable accounts because we're building these up in dividends and we're hoping to use this money to help us live on. Then the actual retirement accounts is about $338,000. That is the 401k, the HSA, and the Roths. And then other assets is like my husband's stock in his company. We have our home value. So again, remember, we own 3 homes. Okay, we have a main home and we have 2 townhomes. So I mean, you've seen the housing market the past couple of years. That's just, it is what it is, right? So our kids' money is in this. We have gold and silver metals. We have a little bit of crypto. Our car value is in this. I have a 2012 minivan. My husband drives a 2009 car. So though we're millionaires and we could buy a car outright, we choose to just drive our paid off cars. So that goes into that other assets. Okay, so when you add up our assets, it's $2,142,878. But that's not our net worth. Let's talk about our mortgages. That's the liabilities we have. Now, we do use our credit cards. We do use the credit cards. I put groceries on those things, gas. We have like a Verizon and Disney Plus all go to there, but I pay them off every month, and that's notated in our budget, right? So I don't have that there because if you have American Express, you got to pay those off every single month. It's a charge card, not really a credit card, though I call it that. But our mortgages are $558,070. No, we are not in a rush. You can see 566 to 558. That's not a whole lot. A lot of our money go to interest versus principal, but we're just not in a rush. With the 2 rentals, the tenants are paying those off, and we actually net a really good profit from the rentals. And then our main home, we're not in a rush, right? It's just, we're not in a rush. So when you subtract our liabilities from, and you see right here, it says 561. That's what I was talking about with the credit card. I don't count it in our net worth, but I do have it notated here. This is feeding into from our budget spreadsheet, but I pay it off every single month. I pay off the credit card every single month. I think everybody should be paying off their credit cards in full if you can. If not, make the minimum payments or like make a chunk payment. But I always keep that there feeding into this spreadsheet because again, I don't want to fall back into those old habits, right? So the mortgages is 558, but that difference is what the balance is on our Amex. And like I say, I pay it off every single month, and it's nice to get the points, but points should not matter if it comes to you carrying a balance and you're paying 28, 29, 30% in interest. Okay, so if you come down here to our net worth, you will see that it says the same thing right up there, $1,581,758 and no change. So let's look at the change in our net worth. So in December, it went up a lot. My husband's stock in his company, we really look at that at the end of every year. I had it at $359,000 for the longest. We put it at $500,000. It's actually more than that, but we want to be really conservative, and with taxes and all of that, we're hoping to hit around $500,000. So that's there. The stock market was fantastic in December, so our investment accounts also went up a lot. Retirement accounts went up, and our home values are kind of staying the same, though I'm starting to see it rise a little bit. I think the housing market is going to go up a little bit. It may not go crazy, but there's a lot of people still looking to buy homes. So you can see year to date, look at this, year to date from January to December of 2023, our net worth went up a whopping $365,974.54. In December, a lot of that magic. I mean, my husband's stock in his company, sorry, my phone was going off. My husband's stock in his company, the stock market, investments. I mean, it was just beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You can see like some of our cash went down in December because we're doing some work around the house. My husband, God bless him, he's been doing fantastic with excuse me guys, with just making sure like our pipes are going, because we had some flooding issues in our master bathroom. So you know, he's been watching YouTube, learning how to fix things himself, and we just pay for the materials, and it's been a blessing. I really have been loving it. And then, you know, buying stuff for Christmas and all of that, and then I also pay for the flights for my 40th birthday, which we're going to Aruba. So I paid for the flights. That's 5 round-trip tickets, and I paid for the hotel. So that's why really see that drop down about $10,000, but I'm excited and I'm glad to be able to share with you guys our net worth. Again, right here, this article is a really great read. This is a longer video, but I felt so good being back. Felt like, my voice is a little bit clearer and, feeling better. So let me know down below what your net worth is. How often do you track it? And what's your desired end when it comes to your net worth? Again, if you need any help, check out my website. I have portfolio sessions, like private sessions, one-on-ones. I have some workshops there that I'm doing. I have spreadsheets, I have trackers, anything that you may need, check out down below in my description box. I have all of that info there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.